What's up, y'all? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about a video game that I'm very much looking forward to. Resident Evil Requiem, so Resident Evil 9. This game comes out February 27th, 2026. So we still have a long way to go before we get to play this game. But this game, it looks like it's taking Resident Evil to a new level. Like, that's what it looks like. Because it looks like the Winters family is done. Like, their story arc ended with, I forget what the DLC was called, but the DLC for Resident Evil Village, right? Which I liked even as a main character. He wasn't, like, super attached to the main lore. Like, I know Chris Redfield and I know Chris Redfield was in the two, Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, but like this one seems way more connected because the character you play as, or at least one of them, and we'll talk about that in a minute, because I have a theory about they're hiding a certain character that you get to play as, right? But at least one of them is related. I mean, the main character that they've shown in all the trailers that you get to play as is Grace what's her name? Adshaw. Grace Adshaw. And that character is the daughter of Alyssa Adshaw. I think Adshaw is her last name. Who was the main character in one of like the old Resident Evil games. So I'm very interested to see what they're gonna do with the mechanics, because it looks like there is a anxiety type mechanic in this game where you have like every time she gets scared, like she goes into like little panic attacks, which is which that is a good mechanic for a horror game. It's just a matter of how they use that, right? And stuff like that. And so the FBI has Grace investigating a bunch of deaths, and I think you do go back. Actually, I know you go back because they showed it in the trailer. I know you go back to the site where Raccoon City was. So that is why I think, and they haven't announced this yet, but I think you're going to play as Leon in this game as well. Like, I think there's going to be two playable characters. Well, we know about one. We know about Grace Adshaw, or Bradshaw. And I hope, because Leon is my favorite Resident Evil character. Leon Kennedy is my favorite Resident Evil character. And yes, I can't wait for the movie that Zach Krieger is directing, the guy who just directed Weapons, right, and released Weapons. I cannot wait to see what he does with the Resident Evil franchise. Is it going to be a story that he comes up with and puts it in the universe? Is it going to be a story based off the games? We don't know. But we're talking about Resident Evil Requiem here, right? In this video. So, yeah, like, and Capcom has been killing it with these Resident Evil games, right? Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, which isn't very good. Resident Evil 4 Remake, which is a great remake. Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8. Those were two great games, right? So I'm very interested to see what they do with these characters going forward, in the timeline and stuff like that. And I'm interested to see how Melissa Radshaw. I'm gonna go with Radshaw. I don't know her last name. It's either Adcroft or Radshaw. I'm interested to see how a character from Resident Evil Chronicles ties into this game and stuff like that, and how Umbrella ties into this game and stuff. And then why I think Leon is a playable character in this is because you have you have the hints, right? You have like a hint where you are for showing Raccoon City to you, and who's tied into Raccoon City, Leon and Claire Redfield. So I think one of those two is going to be playable, and I think Leon is going to be, well, I at least think Leon's going to be in the game. I don't know how, I don't know when, but we haven't seen Leon since RE6, right? So obviously he's older now, right? And stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure he can still kick some ass. So yeah. I'm just excited to see what Capcom does with new mechanics, new puzzles, new combat scenarios, right? Because Jeff Keighley said when he first announced the game at the opening, I mean not opening that live, at the at the Summer Game Fest this year, he said this is gonna be more action-packed than he used to in modern Resident Evil. So yeah, let's see what they do with it. I'm just so excited for it, and yeah, thank you so much for all your support, and I hope you have a great day.